Hey everybody, ChristopherOdd here. Welcome back to Mass Effect. We now need to go and find the Justicar, or Samara. Samara? I'm not sure how it's pronounced just yet. But Officer Dara in the transportation hub of Ilium, I believe, is the person who we need to talk to next about this. So let's head back in. We should be able to just dock in from here, I thought. Okay, well, we've taken a little bit of a bump away from Ilium. And let's hit it. Apparently, she's got, like, crazy powers. I'm really digging the team that we've assembled thus far. Thane seems very interesting to me, although I feel bad that he's sick, or even more so, he says he's dying. So that's a little bit concerning. I think I would like to try and bring Thane out, see what he's all about. And let's bring Kasumi, these two little stealthy, thievy assassin types. I think could be pretty cool. We're very close to getting our maxed out charge, which is really going to help, I think. We do have a little bit to go here. Let's go, yeah, Master Thief. That works. So we can reduce the recharge time or increase weapon damage. I would actually prefer the recharge time so that we can use the backstab more often. For Thane, we've got throw. We've got to get 2 points in throw to get warp. I think warp's pretty powerful. So let's get a little bit going here. I'm going to max out his assassin. So anatomically, there's Thane's anatomical expertise and unerring aim increases weapon damage beyond his extraordinary. It's already extraordinary level. So 50% weapon damage or more health by like 5%. I think you see the biggest win here in Marksman. Let's take it. In the 5%, I'm referring to the increase of 15 or 20%. And then we could go into Warp, which I think is super powerful. Effective against armor and biotic barriers. There we go. And for me, we're just going to hold on. Weapon-wise, I really am digging the shotgun. We've got the Tempest, we've got the hand cannon, and the arc projector I think are all really good. Thane, although we did pick up a new sniper rifle. The Viper. Rapid fire military sniper rifle, incredibly accurate and deadly at long range. These weapons are popular amongst infiltrators and assassins. Very effective against armor, somewhat effective against shields and biotic barriers. Upgrades the Mantis. And let's see here. You know what, let's just try it out. The Tempest is also good. And then Kasumi should be set up already. Submachine gun and the hand cannon. Now, I realize we're just going to load out here on Ilium. And we're still going to have to... We're not going to be fighting anything right away. But you never do know, really. You just don't.
This is a recall notice. All users of Koros brand medical radiation systems are asked to discontinue treatment immediately. Please return your system to an authorized dealer for a refund.
Okay, let's see what Thane thinks of the view.
Why not? I did it after eating crime. Paid for new exosuits for my kids.
You're insane.
He's a thief. Big surprise.
I spent the last 2 years here. I had a purpose, a goal. Now that I've accomplished it, something occurs to me. In all that time, I never looked at the horizon. It is spectacular.
Okay, so we need to actually head to maybe shipping or cargo or the tracking office. Not sure where it would be exactly. Transportation hub. Tracking. So let's head to the tracking office then. I'm not sure how we're going to get there exactly, but... Administration, that's the bar. It's got to be through here. Is this the guy that we can give? Yes, it is.
Vital to the Kurosa family.
I have something for you.
What is it? I'm in the middle of an important call.
I overheard you talk. Is this the data you're looking for?
The Kurosa Generational Archive. You found it. Thank you. My whole family has been worried. That data is irreplaceable. I didn't think I'd get it back from Nasana's corporate building.
Why is this data so important anyway?
It's a genetic history for the entire Kurosa family. It's used for high-level reproductive negotiations. It would be like a human pedigree, I suppose. Without it, you're bargaining from a greatly weakened position. Losing this would have hurt my family for generations, maybe even destroyed it.
If this data is so important, why didn't you have backups?
We did. A rival family introduced a computer virus and our techs were sloppy. The virus destroyed all our data. I just spent a fortune getting the data recovered and reconstructed when Nasana went crazy. We live in a world of infinite data redundancy. To lose something so important because of one crazy Asari?
There's your data. I hope it helps your family.
You have no idea, human. I don't know who you are or how you got it, but thank you. Here, for your trouble. Blessings be upon you. You've certainly blessed us.
All right, I'll take it. Thank you, Mr. Random Act of Kindness.
Certa Foundation is likely to close by the end of this fiscal year. The Foundation never recovered from a deadly attack by biotic extremists on one of its medical centers 2 years ago.
Okay, shipping. Transportation. I'm pretty sure this is where we want to be going.
I can't believe how lovely your scalp looks. Mine is so gangly and asymmetrical.
That's a weird commercial.
I had it done a few years back.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business. I don't
Okay.
know, some of them seem dangerous. That's the whole point. Danger means more contract work for us.
So Dara's over here somewhere. I'm gonna hack this in front of everybody and hope that nobody calls me out on it. Almost there. Whoa, whoa. Oh, this is the thing for,
Had any luck yet. She insists it was legal.
Oh, look at this!
I'm going to
That is
open up
crazy!
and have
Okay,
her-
that's for, Liara. We don't want to be helping her without planning that just yet. Okay, she must own this store. Let's see if we can get a
Welcome
discount.
to Barria Frontiers. Our
Or not.
sales kiosk is over there. Welcome to Barria Frontiers.
I'll come back to you
Our
then.
sales kiosk is over there.
Can I help you with something?
You sure
I'm
can.
looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
Jesus.
Relax. I just need to speak with her.
Good. Samara's the first Justicar I've seen on Ilium. If I'm lucky, things will stay peaceful. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they
Okay.
usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
Is Samara really that dangerous?
If you follow the laws, you've got nothing to fear, and a Justicar would die without hesitation to protect the innocent. But their code orders them to stop lawbreakers, with lethal force in most cases, and everyone skirts the law somehow on Ilium. If someone tried to bribe her, she'd be obliged to gun them down as a matter of honor. I'm hoping to avoid that.
Why are you worried about other species coming into contact with her?
If a Justicar kills an Asari, none of us questions it. But if she killed a human... Do you think the Alliance would understand her actions and respect her authority? You can't even figure out your own religions. It's a big diplomatic incident just waiting to happen.
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
Spectres are authorized by the Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know, a good human metaphor. They represent their code, our code. It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders. Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain. And they die before breaking their oaths.
I'm looking for Samara.
Like I said, she's at the commercial spaceport. You can hail a cab at the pedestal on that balcony over there.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck with the Justicar. Try not to piss her off.
So she sounds like she'll be nice. That's promising.
Shepard. I don't suppose you'd remember me. I'm Shiala. We met on Pharos during the Geth attack. Saren had given me to the Thorian creature as a slave, and you killed it. And saved me. I promised to help Zeus Hope recover. I'm actually here on Ilium for just that purpose.
How is Zeus Hope doing?
We've done a lot of rebuilding. We even salvaged some useful material from the Geth ship you destroyed. The Exogeny researchers got called back to their headquarters, however, along with what was left of the Thorian.
Is it Exogeny pushing colonists around again? Or did the Thorians somehow survive our fight?
No. Exogeny has been very supportive of Zeus Hope. They actually seem to want to help us survive, and the Thorian is dead. Though, after all you went through to kill it, I understand your concern. I fear that after our adventure on Pharos, my purpose on Ilium will seem mundane by comparison.
Okay. Can I help?
Is there something I can do to help?
I'd appreciate it. I've reached the limits of my diplomatic abilities, and I prefer not to start trouble. Some of the colonists had health problems as a result of the Thorian control. We hired a colonial survey group to do some medical scans, but the medical contract apparently allows the company to perform invasive procedures without our consent. That's why I'm here.
Wait a minute. Shiala, you were only green when the Thorian made you a clone. The real you was blue, like normal Asari.
Those health problems I said were related to the Thorian control. This is mine. A few months after the Thorian died,
Wow.
my skin pigment changed. My biotic abilities are unstable as well. I'm also having vivid dreams about my time with the Thorian. It is disconcerting.
So, okay. Let's find a little bit more, but I will help you.
Tell me more about the contract you signed for these scans.
Barrier Frontiers was interested in our problem. They offered to perform medical scans and deliver treatment for next to nothing. I should have known it was too good to be true, but we were desperate. In the fine print, we apparently agreed to let them perform invasive follow-up procedures if they deem it valuable. Which they have.
Can they actually force these procedures on you?
No, but they can declare us in breach of contract, which means we're responsible for the full price we would have paid normally. Zeus Hope just got back on its feet. There's no way we can afford that, Shepard.
What kind of health problems did the colonists have?
Headaches or muscle spasms similar to what they experienced while under Thorian control. Sometimes the colonists near another former Thorian victim shared sensations like heat or pain. It has to be a result of trace amounts of the Thorian's parasitic spores. You can see why we'd want it studied and cured.
I'll talk to the survey group.
I appreciate it, Shepard. The Barrier Frontiers representative knows about the issue.
Okay, so we will try and take care of that. We'll talk to Irinia now, the representative here, and maybe we can swing a deal as well.
I saw your conversation, human. You're here to complain about the medical contracts those colonists from Pharos signed. I suggest you leave. Your life is short enough.
Okay.
Do not waste what time you have bothering me.
I already hate you.
Why are you insisting on these tests? What use could they possibly be?
Their use is not your concern. A legal binding contract was signed. Nothing else matters. All of you. Humans, Solarians, Turians. You come to our planet, then complain that our laws don't suit you. The galaxy would be a better place if nobody but the Asari had ever dragged themselves out of the primordial muck.
Perhaps we could work out different tests. Something that will work for both sides.
If the colonists were not willing to abide by the terms of the contract, they should not have signed it. The onus is not upon me to accommodate them.
So you'd be this harsh in your contract terms if these were Asari colonists?
If they were Asari, they'd be dealing with problems unleashed by another race. Asari like my bondmate, who died when the Geth rebelled against the Quarians.
Uh-oh.
Or my daughters, who died during the Geth attack on the Citadel.
She wants
One
revenge.
worked in the embassy. The other was a greeter for the consort.
I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies. The best they can do is give me useful medical data.
Why was your bondmate on the Quarian homeworld?
Studying the Quarians. Not their technology, but their music. She loved all their art. Said they had old souls. I think that's where my daughters got it from. Both of them loved talking with people, exploring new cultures.
They sound like wonderful people. The galaxy is lesser for their loss.
Yes, it is.
Do you think they'd want you to do this?
I'm not. I didn't. I'm sending an amended contract.
Yes.
No fees. There's enough grief in this galaxy. I don't need to add to it.
So you just have to guilt someone into crying to really get them to think straight for some reason. I guess it worked at least.
Did you get the star charts?
Yeah. I had to deal with Arinya, though. I feel like I need a shower.
What do you expect? She's a pureblood. They're all like that.
I think Liara was talking about purebloods at one point. And how they do bond with other races and things like that. But
You did it. I just got the revised contracts. Thank you, Shepard. You've saved Zoo's hope again. I don't think I could have... Is it always like this? Yesterday's problems lingering in some new form. Isn't anything ever just fixed?
You've got the power to make a difference, Shiala. Not everyone does.
You're right. You gave us a chance by saving the colony. I can't let them down. I won't. Thank you for what you've done here, Shepard. I'll keep doing what I can. Maybe sometime when I'm not organizing the colony and you're not doing whatever you do.
oh yeah, I see what's going on here. I'll probably never see you again, will I? Goodbye. Okay. Let's can we catch a ride now?
To the non-Asari customers. It's like she's turned
Let's see if we get a
pureblood into
discount.
religion or something.
Star charts? Interesting. I don't know what these do exactly, but they're cheap enough to buy, and we can investigate them later. Delivery to the Normandy pending.
Right. I'm sure she was a pleasure to deal with before that.
Alright, let's have Officer Dara hail us a cab.
Samara's still at the commercial spaceport if you're looking for her. You can hail a cab at the pedestal on that balcony over there.
So Zoo's hope, I mean, I'm a big supporter, I'm a big fan. But, like, they gotta get their stuff together. They gotta, like, get some defenses going, be a little bit more careful about who they let join their colony. Like, things are getting a little out of hand. Alright, so now it looks like we're gonna be able to really... Ooh, let's throw that in. Now we can really get these guys in and see what kind of action they got. I think everyone's still used up. Yeah, we're good.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm taking my goods to Omega, Detective.
You're not going anywhere, Merchant. Not until I solve this murder.
I had nothing to do with that. It was those mercenary thugs you can't seem to get rid of.
The victim was your business partner, and I'm not ruling you out. I'll let you know when you can leave.
Uh-oh.
What about that Justicar that just showed up? Everyone says she might go crazy and start killing. I need to leave.
She'll only kill the unjust, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, Pitney 4. Find me in the station if you need me.
gonna have to do some tiptoeing around that detective. Talk to the locals, ask around and see whether anyone has seen her. Well, obviously we know he did.
What do you want? I've already got mercs wanting to kill me like they did my partner. I don't need any more trouble. As if that weren't enough, some Asari Justicar showed up this morning. All the natives are scared of her. I've got to get off of this world.
Has Samara actually done anything yet?
The Asari say that Justicars are lethal in a fight. And if they so much as smell corruption, they start shooting. The thing is, corruption isn't that hard to find around here.
Do they not need to prove that somebody's guilty, though?
Tell me how to find the Justicar.
She's in the alley where my business partner was murdered. A detective sealed the area, so you'll have to talk with her if you want to go there.
Why do you think it was mercenaries?
Dagny Kerr was cutting through a back alley last night when someone killed him with a shotgun. I saw his body this morning. They'd used modded rounds. That means Eclipse mercs.
You must know something about these Eclipse.
I occasionally do business with them, but only in well-lit places, with my guards, and only after the cred's clear. This is a scummy bunch, even by merc standards. They sell red sand, all kinds of illegal items, and they are all cold-blooded killers.
Why do you think it was mercenaries?
I saw his body
Why would these mercs kill him? And why do you think they're coming after you, too?
I have no idea. We're innocent merchants. But they killed him, so they must be after me, too. I have to work the angles and get out of here.
You don't seem too broken up about your partner's death.
Dagny Kerr knew the risks when he took to spacing. Right now, my worry is me. It's unhealthy to be a Volus in the Nosastra spaceport right now. Especially a Volus named Pitney 4.
I should go.
Good luck to you, sir. Although I don't expect that's going to help you very much. Is he the only one? Oh no, we got a couple people over here.
I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Asari does, I guess. I don't trust that Volus. There's something about him. I wanted to be a Justicar when I was young. Every Asari does, I guess.
Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse Sisters run this area.
The Eclipse Sisters?
I hear you can buy red sand from the Eclipse. Just don't cross them. Cops don't admit it, but the Eclipse Sisters run this area.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Come on. You gonna let me in? Okay. We're gonna have to wiggle our way in some way else. Needs a pass card. Alright. Let's head into the station then. There's the detective herself. Weapons locker.
Nice guns. Try not to use them in my district. What can I do for you?
Just a hard ass.
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
If you've got a score to settle with Samara, take it somewhere else. I've got more than enough trouble here already.
I need to recruit Samara for my mission. Then we'll be on our way.
Justicars usually work alone, but they are drawn to impossible causes.
We got one of those.
Then we'll get along just fine.
If you're getting her out of my district, I'll get you to her ASAP. She's at the crime scene.
You're letting her into a sealed crime scene?
I'm a cop. I'll work with the Justicar all I can. Besides, she's been looking at crime scenes longer than our two lifespans combined. She knows how to handle herself.
You're awfully anxious to get Samara out of your district.
My bosses want me to detain her. They're worried she'll cause some kind of cross-species incident. But her Justicar code won't let her be taken into custody. If I try it, she'll have to kill me. I have no interest in dying, so if you lure her away with some big noble cause before I have to carry out my orders, I'm thrilled to help you.
Your superiors are sending you to certain death for no good reason. You have a right to disobey.
Really? I'll remember that next time Shep sends us to get our asses blown off.
That's about twice a day.
Most of the time, I'm not being stupid about it. I can't say the same for Anaya's superiors.
Most
I'm
of the
a cop
time.
and I know my duty. I've been ordered to detain her, and I will. Unless I can get her to leave my district first.
Samara would kill a cop? That doesn't sound very just.
She would die defending an honest cop, but she'd fight an army of dirty cops to the death. I admire her dedication, but her presence is still a big problem. I need her gone before I have to carry out my orders.
How do I get to the crime scene?
It's around the corner. Go outside, take a left. Look for the police line. I'll send word to let you in. Be careful. The local Eclipse mercs have been all over those back alleys lately.
You mentioned a crime scene.
A Volus merchant was murdered. It was a professional hit, so we're not dealing with junkies looking for a score. I'm thinking the local Eclipse mercenary band. Can't prove it, but if the Volus was dirty too, maybe it's just a deal gone bad.
What do I need to know about these mercenaries?
Eclipse mercs are professional killers. They sell red sand, trade illegal weapons tech, and smuggle criminals off-world. They control some back alleys around here. I haven't been able to find their nest yet, though.
What can you tell me about Justicars?
They're a kind of... humans might call them warrior monks. They live by a complex code that compels them to punish the wicked and protect the pure. They've been a part of Asari culture for millennia. I read adventure stories about Justicars when I was a child.
What do you think of Samara herself?
She's been a Justicar longer than 3 of your lifespans. Whoever she was before she swore that oath, that person is dead.
People seem nervous about Samara's presence.
Asari admire Justicars, but we also know that they kill without mercy when they find corruption. And Justicars never leave Asari space. Why is she here? I doubt it's to investigate the murder of some corrupt Volus.
So there's something else that's going on. By the sounds of that, though, it's going to be kind of hard
go.
to convince her to come with us.
Good luck.
We better find Samara before that detective does.